are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and
6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, pushing through the contact. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st down, Raiders.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
For the extra point.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Jacobs. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Game at 14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take a 17-14 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chargers 17. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Herbert now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And the Las Vegas first down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll let this go deep for runs. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 17. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the foot.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Chargers 32. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
3. They'll run with Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Gibson. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raiders Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if in it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Herbert.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, going into the final play in this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.